All right, today I'm here with Jim Lee, and Jim, you served in the National Guard, is that right?
Yes, Missouri National Guard.
What years did you serve?
From 92 to 2000.
Oh, nice. Did you go in after high school, college, or?
I went in at 30 years old.
30 years old?
I turned 30 in the reception station.
That's awesome. Did they give you a birthday cake that day?
No, not really.
Just some papers to sign.
Just a bunch of papers. And a haircut.
And a haircut, yeah. What made you sign up when you're 30 years old?
I thought I'd do some student loan repayment.
Okay, smart.
Let's see.
Yeah.
It's the way it ought to be done, I think.
Dude, honestly, that, or if you are in the medical field, going and serving for 2-3 years, and it's done. You also have to go work somewhere for a certain amount of time, I guess. But at the same time, I mean, some of those guys have got, and gals, 6-figure debt, which is just unbelievable. That sounds like a good shake for me, but to each his own, I guess.
And there was a little bit of curiosity. I always wondered, could I do it?
Yeah. Okay.
And it proved something to me. It was just been through a divorce, and it was a good time to start over.
Yeah, that's a good fresh slate for sure. So what did you like? What was your job in the National Guard?
Military police.
Oh, MP.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever? Had you been in law enforcement or anything like that before?
No.
Did they pick that for you? Were you like, what? That's what I want to do?
They had a couple options. They said, I took the ASVAB, and I sat there with a bunch of 18, 19-year-old kids, and they were all getting done, and I'm looking around the room and like, oh man, I'm sucking at this.
Yeah, but that's because.
And then afterwards, I was talking to a few of them, and they said, well, when we got to the hard stuff, I just quit. And I'm like, why work till the time ran out?
Yeah.
Just trying to get something done.
Yeah, you might as well put something there. You never know.
And so they told me, you scored high enough, you could do about whatever you want to. So you can't be a pilot because of your eyes.
Yeah.
Other than, and I'm like, crap.
Yeah. Gosh, that would have been so cool.
The ultimate would have been a helicopter pilot.
Well, obviously, yeah, everyone wants to do that. So then your next choice was?
Well, they said you could be a medic or military police. We have both those units here close. And I'm like, well, if I can drill here in Springfield, I got kids here in Springfield, that'd be perfect. And the MP school was 16 weeks away from home, and the med school would have been like 18 months away from home. So I'm like,
kids makes it tough.
Yeah, I can't be away from the kids that long. I'll be the MP school, and it turned out I enjoyed it.
That's cool. That's really cool. Did you do anything in law enforcement after you got out or anything like that?
I applied for Springfield Police when I came back. Got through several rounds of testing, but I didn't make the final.
Really?
Didn't make the final test.
That sucks, man. What'd you do after you got out?
I went back to. Before I went in, I had driven trucks. I've been driving for a living since 1984.
Oh wow!
Either a truck or delivering pizza.
Yeah.
Throwing newspapers, anything involved.
Anything involving driving, you transport. That's awesome. Well, that's also a big thing. People don't really realize, because my dad was kind of in commodity stuff like that, sales. That when you realize how much of this country is driven by drivers, it's unbelievable that how many facets of our life would be completely upended if anything ever happened to you guys.
Yeah, they can't put enough trailers on the trains. Trains to do it.
No, there's not enough track. You can't. It just doesn't work. But that's part of the interstate buildup of this country, and it is what it is. But like, that's also a service in itself. You know what I mean? Did you ever go international? Did you ever go did you ever do anything in Canada or Mexico or anything like that?
Well, I grew up in Mexico. I spent 8 years in Mexico as a missionary kid.
Whoa, really?
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
In Canada, I went to Canada, went to Toronto, around Toronto, driving the truck.
Okay.
But with the Guard, I got to go to Honduras and Panama.
Oh, and you were in the 90s, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been...
It was a little after Noriega was taken out.
Yeah.
There
was still cartels going.
Yeah.
All the cartels are going crazy.
That was part of the reason we went to Honduras. The local... they had we had an Air Force base, Sotocano Air Force Base there. We would go down there, or the guard units would go down there and be the MPs on post while they went out and did drug eradication programs.
So you're the backup just in case anything. Yeah. Wow. Man, that's crazy. Because you don't think about it. You're right, though, because you don't think about that whenever you think about, like, them doing runs and raids. Like, someone's got to watch the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially down there. That's wild. Did you see anything wild while you're down there?
Not really. Just on post.
Yeah, you're on post, so you didn't have to get too wild. That's cool. You know, also, you don't really think about Missouri National Guard going down to Honduras to do stuff like that.
The 6 years I was actively drilling, we went to Panama. I went to Panama 3 times and Honduras once. So the other summer camps were either Fort Crowder, or Leonard Wood.
It's wild they were using the National Guard for that. It's wild. Yeah, they needed it, though, I guess. That's what you're there for. Well, thank you so much for coming to lunch with me, man, and thank you for your service, both in and out of the military. And food's here. It's time to eat, sir.
Thank you.